Alright, so in this problem, I have 4 to the power of 1 minus x plus 4 to the power of 1 plus x is equal to 10. So to start, if I have something of the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 4 to the power of 1 minus x, I can rewrite as 4 to the power of 1 times 4 to the power of negative x, and 4 to the power of 1 plus x, I can rewrite as 4 to the power of 1 times 4 to the power of x. Now, 4 times 4 to the power of negative x is the same thing as 4 over 4 to the power of x. And now, I'm going to let 4 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So now I have 4 over y plus 4y is equal to 10. Now if I multiply both sides by y, I get 4 plus 4y squared is equal to 10y. Now I can subtract 10y on both sides, so I get 4y squared minus 10y plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the same thing as 2y squared minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now I can rewrite this as 2y squared minus 4y minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to factor by grouping. So 2y squared minus 4y, I'm going to factor out 2y, so I get 2y times y minus 4. And from negative y plus 2, I'm going to factor out, this is y minus 2. From here, I'm going to factor out negative 1, so I get y minus 2. Now if I factor out y minus 2, I get y minus 2 times 2y minus 1 is equal to 0, meaning y is equal to 2, and y is equal to 1/2. Now remember how we let 4 to the power of x equal to y. So I have 4 to the power of x is equal to 2, and I have 4 to the power of x is equal to 1/2. So for 4 to the power of x equals 2, x is equal to 1/2. So this is one solution of x. And for 4 to the power of x equals 1 over 2, I get 4 to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of negative 1. And I get 2 squared to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of negative 1. So 2 to the power of 2x is equal to 2 to the power of negative 1, meaning 2x is equal to negative 1, and x is equal to negative 1/2. So x equals 1/2 and negative 1/2. Alright, so in this problem I have 9 to the power of x plus 12 to the power of x is equal to 16 to the power of x. So I'm going to first start by dividing every term by 9 to the power of x. So 9 to the power of 9 to the power of x, those two cancel out. So I have 1 plus 12 over 9 to the power of x, which simplifies to 4 over 3 to the power of x. And 16 over 9, which simplifies to 4 squared over 3 squared to the power of x. Now, this is the same thing as 1 plus 4 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 4 over 3 squared to the power of x. And if I let 4 over 3 to the power of x equal to the variable y, I get 1 plus y is equal to y squared. And this is the same thing as y squared minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Now by using the quadratic formula, if you use it, I'm not going to do it now, but you should get that y is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. Now remember how we let y equal 4 over 3 to the power of x. So we have 4 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 1 minus the square root of 5 over 2, And 1 minus the square root of 5, that's going to be a negative number, and you can't take the power of a positive number and make it negative, meaning the only solution for why that works is 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. So now to solve this, I'm going to take the log on both sides. So I have log 4 over 3 to the power of x is equal to log 1 plus square root of 5 over 2. And now I can actually move this x to the front. So now I have x times log 4 over 3 is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. Now if I divide both sides by log 4 over 3, these two cancel out, so I'm left with x is equal to log of 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2 over log 4 over 3. Alright, so in this problem I have 36 to the power of x minus 6 to the power of x is equal to 1,260. So I'm going to first start by subtracting 1,260 on both sides. So then these two cancel out, and I have 36 to the power of x minus 6 to the power of x minus 1,260 is equal to 0. Now 36 is the same thing as 6 squared. So I have 6 squared to the power of x, and I can actually switch the places of these two. So this is the same thing as 6 to the power of x squared minus 6 to the power of x minus 1,260 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to let 6 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So now I have y squared minus y minus 1,260 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to replace negative y with negative 36y plus 35y. And now y squared minus 36y is the same thing as y times y minus 36 plus 35 times y minus 6 is equal to 0. Sorry, 36 times y minus 36. And now if I factor out y minus 36, I get y minus 36 times y plus 35 is equal to 0. So this means that y minus 36 is equal to 0 and y plus 35 is equal to 0, meaning y equals 36 and y is also equal to negative 35. Now remember how we let 6 to the power of x equal y. So to start, we have 6 to the power of x is equal to 36, and we also have 6 to the power of x is equal to negative 35. So for 6 to the power of x equals 36, x is obviously equal to 2 because 6 squared is equal to 36. So this is one solution of x. Now 6 to the power of x equals negative 35. This will actually not work because you can't take the power of a positive number and make it negative. So my only solution is x equals 2. Now let's go ahead and check to see if this is right. So I have 36 to the power of x minus 6 to the power of x is equal to 1,260. So I have 36 squared minus 6 squared is equal to 1,260. And this is the same thing as 36 squared is equal to 1,296 minus 36, which is equal to 1,260, meaning 1,260 is equal to 1,260, and because this is right, our solution is right.